What is going on, everybody? It's Go-Karts, Mini Bikes, and more, and you may be wondering why you are pointed towards the woods. And the reason for that is I thought I'd show you the dirt bike slash mini bike course slash go-kart course that I have been making throughout the past few days in my backyard. I just thought I'd walk you around, just show you how it looks and my plans as to how far I'm gonna drag it out to, because right now it's kind of small, but it is fun. But I do plan on stretching it all the way around to the front yard and then back to the woods over there. Now, if you can hear, it is raining, so I apologize if the camera's all foggy. That's why I don't really like filming outside, especially on cold, wet days like this, but gotta do what I gotta do. So, starting off, you'll see it splits into a Y, and I'm just gonna walk the course as if we were riding, like the way that we go. So, as you can see, it splits into a Y, so you take this way first. And I apologize, I have to walk slow, it is really muddy. Because it just got done downpouring. And as you walk or ride down, it'll bring you into another Y section, if you can see it. And I'm trying not to slip here. It'll bring you into another Y section. Now I'll show you where that leads to in a minute, but then you come up to here and it splits into, I want to say, a T if you're looking from this perspective. And what that does is it'll bring you over to that jump over there. If you can see, if you could see that, it brings you into a jump. Now you could take that way, or you can take up here. And that splits into yet another T. And we'll shoot back around to the opening, or you could go this way and just launch that way to the opening. And like I said, for shortcut purposes, we're gonna go this way. And then coming this way, what it'll do is it'll bring you right back to where I started the video. It is really fun when it's dry. If you guys plan on doing this, if you have the room, I don't plan on riding when it's wet and muddy, because I tried that when the ground was just damp, and my dirt bike wheel almost kicked out from under me. So as you can see, there are still big rocks I gotta move and stuff. But anyway, after you make the loop around from that way, you come back around and come this way, and it's starting to rain again. And as you can see, it is super muddy, so I'm gonna walk in the leaves so I don't bust my ass. And then you come down this way, which is a really nice straightaway to just nail the gas. And again, I gotta clear out some rocks. Still not done, but all I really did was map it out. Now on camera, I don't know how big this comes across, but just know each one of these rows, this one, that one, that one, and that one, and the other one, each one took me an hour. So there's about 6.5 to 7 hours just in this half of the yard right now, and I still have to travel it around to the front yard and then the other woods on the other side of the house, which I will get to in a minute. So anyway, you're coming around and it brings you to a dead end, which it's a dead end because I haven't started that path yet. There was a big, and I mean big, pricker bush over here, which basically took up from right here to right here. So that took a lot of cutting, but that's gonna come down from here. And if you want to go to the other side of the course, you would come this way, and I will walk that way in a second. But if you want to stay on this side of the course, you take this left turn, and as you can see, it's really muddy. And the reason for these boards right here is the turn was really narrow, so what would happen is your wheel would start spinning, and then once it got to the dry portion, you'd pop a wheelie and launch right into that tree. So it was really dangerous, so I just widened out the turn a bit just so you could take a little bit of a wider turn. It still kind of happens, but it's a lot better. But anyway, moving along, if you want to come around through the front yard to the other side of the course, which again isn't done yet, you would come just straight down and make into this turn. And this, I did clear out the branches and prickers, because for some reason around my house there's a lot of prickers, and that brings you to, and again, still need to clear stuff out. I haven't raked this area out. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I said in this video, I did have to hand rake all of those paths. So yeah, was not fun, but well worth it in the end. Anyway, brings you to this mud hole right here, and this is pretty deep, as you can see. It does get even deeper right over here, as you can see. That's way past my ankle. So that's fun to drive through. And then it excuse me, it brings you through this little narrow path, which my plan was to clear out today, but I never got to it because of the rain. It's wet and it's cold out, so I'll probably just hold off until the rain stops. But from riding through here a little bit, you can see where there is a path, and sorry, it's getting noisy, I got the stream right there. You can see the path right there that leads across, and there's still prickers everywhere over here, but I cleared out the path that we're going to be riding pretty well. As you can see, there are still some prickers lingering, but I don't think there'll be a problem. So then you come through here, make this turn, and then make another turn. And I know it's hard to see, I apologize, but I'm trying to make do with the simple phone and Walmart macro lens. And then you launch right through here, and that brings you up to this little ramp, I guess you could say, which will bring you to this side of the woods, which I will clear out from right here and up. And again, you could see where we were already riding, so it kind of already mapped out a path, but I'm gonna rake it out just so it looks a little bit better and it's a little bit easier to follow. So coming through here, and basically all this leads to is my backyard. And then, as you can see, there's a giant mud hole, courtesy of my brother tearing up the yard with my other brother's mini bike. If you haven't checked out that Baja Heat mini bike video, I suggest you check that out. Yeah, my dad was not too happy about that. Basically, after you go through there, you just shoot your way through, and it basically just brings you right back to the opening. So I got a lot done, still got a lot to do. But if you want to stay on this side of the course, I forgot to mention, after coming up through here, you'd come back down this way where we came up, and then just do the circle all over again. Sorry it wasn't a build video or a project video. I just thought I'd show you guys this, just maybe you'd be pretty interested in it. Maybe you want to build one for yourself. It is a lot of work, unless you have maybe a backhoe or something, I don't know, to take the first layer of the ground just to reveal some dirt. But it is well worth it in the end. So I will continue, and I will keep updates on it. The next video should be, hopefully, I want to say, of my Azusa mini bike. I am still waiting on parts so I could get it welded. I'm waiting on a kickstand and a chain tensioner, and then I'll get the parts welded on and I will be able to paint it. So with that said, I don't know when that's gonna happen, because everything's, besides the kickstand that's coming from OMB warehouse, which is only about 2 hours away from me, So it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully by the end of the week it'll come. Today's Thursday. I ordered it, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah, should be pretty fun to ride this. I don't know if I'm gonna bring my mini bike down here. It is still a little bit bumpy. The Zuza mini bikes is really more of a sort of like a street rod mini bike, but nonetheless I will try it and I will let you guys know how it goes. The Manco should be really fun around here, and I do plan on putting a trailer hitch on that. I don't know if I ever told you guys, and I do know what engine I am putting on it. I will not say though. There's not many guesses, but I'm not saying. I'll just let you guys figure that out, and then when I get the engine I'll do a reveal. That should be coming soon as well. I don't know when. And this summer I do plan on putting a drop axle on my race mower, so that build should be getting started. And let me know what you guys want to see for this summer, because summer is coming up, and I was thinking about getting a welder and sort of making 2 go-karts by hand from scratch. One using the Kart Fab free go-kart plans with a twist. I'm not going to build it exactly like his. I'm not going to mention or say, for that matter, how I'm going to build it, because I don't want people stealing the idea before I can get to it, because I'm pretty sure I'm one of the first or the first to that would be doing it the way that I'm going to. So that should be pretty interesting. But to do that, of course, I got to get a welder, which I do plan on getting a welder this summer, just a cheap Harbor Freight one. And probably I will just build sort of like a beater go-kart, just to practice my welding skills and test how strong it is before I take on a good go-kart with like good steel and stuff. I'll probably just build like a junk go-kart, just to beat on and have fun with. Just let the whole family ride it, and if it breaks, it breaks, you know, sort of just, like I said, a beater go-kart. That's another challenge. If you let me know if you guys would like to see. I was thinking about, after me learning how to weld, if you guys would like to see a go-kart from scratch build using nothing but junk parts. And I mean junk, like out of people's garbage, out of the dumpster, out of the scrap yard. Not being pretty, of course, but being a functional go-kart, sort of as a cheap way to have fun, really. Just to get you guys into the spirit of building. If you're not sure if you would like to build, or if you're building on a budget like I am, basically just as like a guide as to show you how to build a go-kart and how to have fun making a go-kart, but still on a budget. But those are just some suggestions. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of the dirt bike / mini bike / go-kart course. Let me know of any ideas and improvements I can make on this course. And that's pretty much it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Garage Amino at Go-Karts, Mini Bikes, and more. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.